Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My daughter is not breathing properly, and I need you to get an ambulance now.
December the 30th, 2006. Jenny Gray gives birth to a baby girl, Ellie May. Her grandparents, Neil and Linda, are delighted. But their happiness is short-lived.
The doctor, who was a consultant paediatrician, called the police and the social services, and they said this baby's a shaken baby.
Ellie's father, Ben Butler, is thought to have been responsible for her injuries. The grandparents are granted temporary custody.
It was a culture shock, but it's a culture shock you learn to like and love very much.
Ellie's happy and content growing up with her grandparents. And in August 2008, they're awarded special guardianship. They are now her long-term carers.
We thought we were going to have Ellie till she was 18 and watch her grow, you know, go to school, pass her exams, maybe university, get married, have her own family. But it never happened.
After a lengthy police investigation, Butler is finally charged with inflicting grievous bodily harm on Ellie. He denies the charges, goes on trial, and on March the 24th, 2009, he's found guilty and sentenced to 18 months in jail.
Our daughter Jenny still protested his innocence, would write to people, whoever she thought would be able to help.
In June 2010, Ben Butler's conviction is quashed. But the successful appeal doesn't automatically mean Ben Butler gets his daughter back. The ruling that he and Jenny are unfit to care for her still stands.
When Butler got off, they used to make arrangements for the parents to go to a family centre to see Ellie. Well, for 2.5 years, neither of the parents turned up to see Ellie. We used to go every week and nobody would turn up.
To the outside world, Butler presents the image of a wronged father, desperate to get his little girl back. And he launches a high-profile media campaign, October the 12th, 2012, the High Court Family Division. After 2 years of legal wrangling, the future of Ellie and her sibling is about to be decided. After hearing all the evidence, including a plea by Ben Butler and a recommendation from the private social workers, Lady Justice Hogg delivers a bombshell judgment.
I've come to my conclusion. She said, I'm rescinding the special guardianship and I'm sending Ellie back to her parents. And she declared it a miscarriage of justice.
A week later, Ben Butler and Jenny Gray make a triumphant appearance on ITV's This Morning programme.
What do you feel like? Because everybody around you, he's had his kid taken off him, he tried to harm his kid, yeah, he went to court, but they still haven't given the kid back, so how does that make you feel?
Well, it's the old adage of no smoke without fire from certain people, innit? So it took, like I said, it took to pretty much last month to clear my name completely.
Yeah. And Jenny, had you ever any doubts about Ben?
None whatsoever.
He loved going on television. He liked the publicity, not thinking of the little girl, Ellie.
When you read this, it's a very frightening story for you right from the beginning, just because your daughter suddenly stopped breathing.
I think they were putting on a performance. It was all, you know, it was a setup, complete and utter setup.
I placed her in a car seat and, you know, she just sits there and I was playing on the computer and I turned around and I saw her collapse, you know, and...
just flop, just...
She's floppy and, you know, slumped is a better word. She was slumped and floppy, yeah.
They're trying to hoodwink everybody. They weren't the kind of people that should have had children. They weren't interested in children.
Social workers tell Ellie she's going for a sleepover at her parents'.
Lynn and I told Ellie that we loved her very much. We'd always be here for her. And we will be her nana and granddad. Ellie said, I love you, Nana. Excuse me. I love you, Nana and granddad, very much.
Back at home, Neil and Linda are overcome with grief and worried about Ellie's welfare.
I thought, what's going to happen now? You know? She's not going to be looked after.
Hello, hello.
Listen, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My daughter is not breathing properly. Her clutch is not moving, and I need you to get an ambulance now.
Paramedics arrive within minutes. Ellie is blue and cold to the touch. She's rushed to hospital, but at 4:01 p.m, she's pronounced dead. A policewoman knocks on Neil and Linda's door.